Yeah, probably. But, you know, if one of you did it... That's not true, Bruce. That's also not true, Lay. Come on. Uh-huh. Okay. Thank you, juror number 4. I like juror number 3. He seems like fun when he's not trying to convict my client of murder. But in general, he seems like a fine chap. Okay. Now I could just do the press everything gambit, but I think there are 2 statements here that could be false. If anything had happened where we were sitting, yeah. Neither of you know the first thing about the victim. That might be true. You might not know that he also owed McGilded money. It's also, if I had to guess, I would say that the thing to do is to just present the omnibus to this, because there is a latch. Like, we see there's a latch. I've got 2 stabs at it. We can see that there's a latch. Like, we can see that there's a latch. So you could possibly have opened it.
Objection!
No? No, you're gonna make me go through the heart? Well, not damning, but darning at least. No? Well, balls.
Hold it!
I'm gonna be annoyed if it turns out that we had to get to you could open the latch some other way, because, like, we saw the latch. We saw the latch. It's basically what he said. I did. I do. Right? But he also said you couldn't possibly have opened it, and I see the latch that indicates that that's not true. I mean, no, if he broke through it, the glass would be broken. Magnus. Yeah, but the glass would be shattered. There would have been glass everywhere. You're not helping yourself. Okay. You didn't need to give us that detail, but Yeah, you can't open it from the inside. Yeah, you can't open it from the inside. You were inside that time, which is why you ride on the roof now. Can't be opened from the inside. Inside. Inside.
Excuse me.
So mad at this game. The player got to the correct answer. But I didn't jump through all the hoops the game demanded in the order the game demanded, even though the game showed me the shortcut. Yeah. It opens from the outside with the latch that we can see if we use the examine mechanic that you specifically told us to use. Yeah, it opens from the outside with the latch, which is plainly visible in the evidence, which I presented as a contradiction to the statement that it can't be opened. Yeah, it can't open from the inside because the latch is on the outside, which we saw. It's not a great idea, but you know. You use the skylight. Yeah, because there's a latch on the outside, which the player could obviously see. Yeah. 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 Oh, look! So to recap, for those who haven't been playing along at home, the game introduced the omnibus into evidence and encouraged the player multiple times to thoroughly examine the omnibus. Upon thorough examination of the omnibus, the player discovered that the skylight specifically says it cannot be opened from the inside, and discovered a strange hatch-like object on the outside of the skylight. The player then made the very obvious, rational, logical conclusion that the skylight can be opened from the outside. The game then had a witness state definitively that the skylight cannot be opened. The player, having made the obvious logical conclusion that the skylight can be opened, presented the omnibus as evidence to contradict the statement, because the omnibus, what with its obvious hatch that obviously opens the obvious skylight, clearly contradicts the statement. But no, says the game. You can't use the evidence that disproves the statement as evidence to disprove the statement. Shame on you, the player. That's a mistake. If you make one more mistake, you lose. So then, The player, having been justly scolded for doing the thing the game is built around, starts blindly stumbling and eventually discovers that you had to use some other bullshit mechanic to get the game to tell the player that the skylight can be opened. And in fact, the skylight hatch on the omnibus, which the player saw the moment the game introduced the omnibus into evidence, is only now discovered by the characters, who are 8 steps behind the players at all times. Only now is it logically and reasonably concluded that the omnibus has a skylight that can open. This is the moment at which the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles becomes an Ace Attorney game. And that is not a compliment. Can I get my strike back now? Skylight opens. Certainly see inside the carriage through this opening. That's true. Okay. All right. If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof? Well, there is that blood stain in the middle of the omnibus. Now, ordinarily, I would feel bad about the fact that I'm going to save scum this, but I should have one more strike than I do. So, I don't feel bad about save scumming this. The omnibus.
Objection.
Fucking kidding me. Presenting the omnibus, which can obviously open, does not contradict the statement that the omnibus cannot open. Okay.
Hold it!
Magnus. Okay. Now we've reached the end of those testimonies. You don't know anything about this. That's true. Yeah, it's evidence alone, unless the game decides that it's actually pressing witnesses, in which case it's pressing witnesses alone. No one can argue against decisive evidence except the video game. Find a conclusive piece of evidence, such as an omnibus which can obviously open, which contradicts the statement that the omnibus can't open. Just a thought. Oh, you were the only 2 people on the roof deck, were you? At no time. Can't possibly be true. No, you didn't. Somebody's lying. Probably doesn't have evidence of that. All about evidence, unless it's not about evidence. Did you now? Going so very well. Unless you're in on it, Lay. What if you're in on it? Mm-hmm. That's difficult to fathom, although not impossible, given that we know Lay is an idiot. Unlikely. Fair dinkum, sir. Fair dinkum. You've done what now? Oh, right. He was indeed asleep. It's not necessarily true. Jeebus, tell me your theory. I think I know exactly what happened. I just have to figure out how to jump through the game's fucking bullshit hoops to get there. Most of the hoops in the game aren't fucking bullshit. The most recent hoop was. Most recent hoop was absolute fucking bullshit. But most of the hoops aren't bullshit. Magnus, we're trying to defend you from murder. Don't remind us that you're a fucking capitalist. Neither of you know the first thing about the victim. That's not necessarily true. Like, I don't want to bother presenting Magnus's book, but... Not once, never. Never met the man before. How many different ways?
Well, no.
Magnus.
Excuse me.
Not the remotest connection. Magnus is about to tie the knot. Or tie those two together, you know what I mean. Listen, I have had one and exactly one alcohol booze. My calorie tracker app says I can. So, you know. He did indeed. He borrowed a tiny Italian hamlet. Well, you know, sorry, is Lady first in the... He does. It is. He's learning. It is. They like a distinctive touch. I'm sorry. Are we... Just because he wore a hat, we're supposed to have concluded that... Well... I mean, he did wear a hat. There was... Oh, right, there was another one. Yeah, that sure is him wearing a hat. I guess it's kind of like the hat that Lei is wearing. Does it? Does it really? It kind of doesn't. Like he's got it down, and his top part is much more y, and it's multicolored and patchworked, and okay. That's one of your hats. Okay. I mean, listen, if I go to Lowe's and I buy myself some lumber, and then it turns out that I get murdered, and the lumber seller guy at Lowe's was on the bus where I got murdered, I don't think that necessarily implicates the lumber seller guy in murder, but maybe. Magnus, you're making shit up. Magnus, you're just making shit up. I thought I was making shit up when I planned B to Bruce Fairplay. You're really making shit up. I suppose that's true. You don't say you rest your case. That's an actual term. That's a term of art. No, you can't say that. You don't get to... No. No, you don't... Okay. You really shouldn't say that, Magnus. I should say that. And actually, point of order, no one should say that. I got the Hat Hunter trophy. Okay. I didn't know there was a Hat Hunter trophy. I kind of forgot that there were trophies. Okay, so... Now for all of that... For all of that, nothing actually changed after... Nothing actually changed after... So... So if we just establish that... I can't just present his portrait. So what if I We just established that this statement is false, and yet I don't have any evidence to prove that it's false. And we don't have any more statements. And we don't have any more evidence. If you look up with... Oh, hi! Mm-hmm. Susato, did you just notice the blood? That's blood. Why would there be a blood stain there? Well. So now we get the omnibus updated in the court record. Which means now we have proof. Where's your proof? Well, if you want to know, Brucey.
Objection!
There you go. Yeah! Gasp, says Bruce Fairplay. It's what I'm saying, buddy boy. Where exactly within this omnibus is the evidence to which you allude? I shall indeed. Whoop. What? Where did the? Aha! Right there, yearner.
Got it!
Sure does. Mm-hmm. Mr. McGilded could not have done the crime. That's an acquittal. That right there is an acquittal. Not my job to figure out which one of these two chuckle fucks did it. Not my job. That is an acquittal. That is an acquittal right there. Nope. Nope, not how blood works. Not how blood works. Also true. Of course it's going to be my job to figure it out, Ghosty. I mean, there's also blood on the floor, which granted could have fallen from him when he was falling off of the seat, but you know. Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Hold it!
Can we just have our acquittal now? We can just have our acquittal now? That's it, we're done? I don't think this is gonna I don't think this is gonna work, but it should. Listen, the first time they were ready to acquit, it was bullshit, and it was wrong that we took it. However, this time that they're ready to acquit, they should just acquit. It's not my job to figure out who done it. It's my job to get y'all to conclude that this guy done did it. Didn't done did it. This guy didn't done did it. I have successfully proved that this guy couldn't have done did it, and therefore didn't done did it. Did not done did it. Did not done did it. My job's done. Not my job to figure out who did it. That's on y'all. That's on some other prosecutor. That's on some other defense attorney. That's on these chuckle fucks. Not on me. Right? Please? I just tried to say right and please at the same time. 3.
Objection!
Fuck. And... Uh-oh. Uh-huh. What? Okay. What?
Objection!
I'm sorry, what?
Objection!
It's pretty clear. Oh, okay. Did you know the thing could open? Did they know the thing could open? Because you previous... Y'all have really bad chain of custody issues with your evidence protocol. I'm gonna suggest that maybe the stunt of bringing an omnibus into a courtroom has backfired on the prosecution. May even go so far as to suggest that the prosecution's haphazard handling of the materials in this case constitutes justification for a mistrial. Of course, having to settle for a mistrial when I should have had an acquittal feels like shit, but, you know... Okay. You are? This isn't... Okay. Buddy, you've been accused of murder. You shouldn't be worrying about slander right now. You've been accused of murder. If you did a murder, then... Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh-huh. Oh. Well. You see what happened was and why didn't he do it in this case? No? I'm gonna go with no? It kinda does. Do we have proof that it didn't exist? Did your officers document their search of this vehicle in any way? Are there photographs? I mean, yeah, but Magnus, buddy, someone could have put a smear of blood in there without the world and his wife seeing in the interregnum between the time when the street urchin you conjured set off a smoke grenade and the fucking courtroom was emptied. You incompetent, criminal, possibly murderous fuck. No, it is not. You want me to lie for you again? It didn't go well for you last time. Uh-huh. Yup. Listen, Mag. I am still not 100% certain that you murdered this guy, but it's entirely possible that somebody got to the omnibus. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during the trial? It could have happened. It could have. I don't know if it did, but it could have. It's your job to zealously defend your client within the bounds of ethics, morality, and the truth. There is no evidence to suggest that he did it, but it is possible. It's possible. I don't think it did. Listen, you were interviewing my client at the time, right? You had my client in a room. You were interviewing my client. My client couldn't have done this. The other witness chick, she couldn't have done this because you were interviewing her at the same time. Stop using that word. Stop it. It's true. There was a recess. There was a smoke grenade. It's a factual statement. It was a smoke grenade. There was blindness. Cover your face. This was like 15 minutes ago. Secure the omnibus. You ordered the bailiff to secure the omnibus, Your Honor. And ensure that the defendant was in custody. Someone could have... Does that mean that someone's in the omnibus now? Does that mean that someone's in the omnibus now? Magnus! Shut up! No, shut up! I'm not feckless! I'm excessively feckful! If I had less fecks, you would have gotten off by now.
Objection!
Listen, just because it could have happened doesn't mean it did happen, although now I'm starting to think it did happen. Yeah. Well, the blood stain and the storage compartment was emptied. That's... I mean, that's true. That's not great. Yeah, if only you had taken fucking pictures. All you can talk all you like about how, oh, the cops totally investigated the omnibus, Your Honor, and all that shit that proves our case is bullshit just wasn't there. But you have no evidence. You have no evidence of this. There you go. There you go. His Honor has a point. His Honor does have a point. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. Listen, we examined the blood stain and the game told us that it was weird, so we should... I suppose we should volunteer that it's weird. Damn ethics and morality and obligation to tell the truth. Motherfucker. Well...
Objection!
Oh boy, don't threaten your lawyer. It's Matt Onguard's job. Listen, this is why you should have more than 15 minutes to meet with your client before a trial starts. Where exactly is this alleged mark? Why, it's way the fuck over... Game? There you go.
Got it!
Mm-hmm. 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 Well, not. It really wasn't. Magnus, did you do a murder? Hold on. Magnus, did you just kill this guy? Cause we just kind of punched a hole in our dude got the Brucey gave him the old stab and yeet hypothesis. So if we stab a hole, if we've punched a hole in the hole, Brucey gave him the whole stab and yeet hypothesis. Wait a second. If the whole Brucey gave him the stab and yeet hypothesis is wrong, then, well, I suppose Gina's just lying, which. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, Magnus. Magnus. I'm sorry, it's all over now? You kind of can't. Magnus. Magnus. I mean, that's basically true. That's not a good argument. That's not a good argument, Magnus. That's kind of true. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Well. Okay. That's true. Yay! We're gonna oh boy. So what's the So if the judge can just rule at any time, what's the point of the jury? I guess well, if the jury all decides that he's guilty or not guilty, they can just say, nope, stop it, we're done. He's not guilty. He's done. He's innocent, we're going home. But it also appears that the judge, at any point, can just say, no, we're done here. So your dude's gonna get found not guilty, but it's gonna be a horrible stain on your conscience and soul. And you're gonna have to decide if you can live with that. I don't necessarily know that to be the case. I don't necessarily know that not to be the case. Like... We, Fuck! Why do you have to put it this way? Why do you have... Okay. Maybe. But you can't prove it. So... I should... Fuck. Damn my ethics and morality and truth-telling. I suppose that's true. There should be a difference between absolute innocence and possible guilt. It's entirely possible that this man did a murder, but the prosecution has failed to prove that, and therefore, we as a society would be better off releasing him because it would be worse as a society if we jailed one innocent man than if we released 1,000 guilty criminals. We would rather let 1,000 guilty men walk free than arrest an innocent one. That whole thing, remember? Preponderance of the evidence without a reasonable doubt, something. Yeah, we don't decide guilt or innocence. We're just like, look, they have to prove that he's definitely guilty. And they didn't do that. So... Yeah. It shouldn't be my job to prove that he's definitely innocent. It should be my job to prove that they haven't proven that he's definitely guilty. So, oh boy. Well, I mean, you know, it's not great. I don't love it, but Magnus, we're so happy the Chief Justice did that. Okay. Oh, he used the 3D mechanic again. That's good. I've done fine work. What do you mean I've done fine work? I suppose that's true. I suppose we're still gonna get a not guilty verdict. Uh-huh. And? Uh-oh. Magnus. Don't go cackling that you've gotten away with it yet. You're still on trial here. You're still... Oh boy. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. What does Jay White the knife pervert think of all this? Oh boy. As God is my witness, I will find the person who programmed that wah boop gavel shot, and I will not harm him, because video game programmers don't make design choices. But then I will find the person who designed that wah boop gavel shot, and I shall make them watch an endless loop of that wah boop gavel shot until they vomit. It should take like 3 or 4 times. Okay. Okay. We win? I don't...
Objection!
Ryu? Ryu? I suppose that's... Listen, buddy, that's how court works. That's how the law works. It was. Absolutely was. It is. That's true. Oh my God, are we gonna do a mistrial? You can't possibly do a mistrial and then make me do the trial again. That can't fly. That can't happen. You're not gonna do that.
Objection!
Ryu, shut up. Ryu? That's... Ryu? Ryu, shut up! Okay, listen, you have a duty to tell the truth, but you also have a duty to shut up sometimes! That is true! You... So is the judge just directing a verdict of not guilty? Okay, I mean, listen, that's a thing that happens sometimes. That's a thing. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that is kind of how mistrials work. Yeah, it sort of seems like a... No. Okay, listen, hold on. Either the judge is directing a verdict of not guilty, in which case, congratulations, there's a 49.8% chance you just got away with murder. Or His Honor is ordering a mistrial, in which case, we shuffle out the jury, bring in 6 more schmucks, and do this thing all over again. Oh boy. Can we get 6 more schmucks and do this thing all over again? This is far from... I mean... Do you not have double jeopardy laws? Because if you have double jeopardy laws, then... Oh boy. Hooray! They still do the confetti and fireworks for the most unsatisfying acquittal. The man's been cleared. Oh no. Wow. Holy shit. That was the 3rd case. Holy shit. That was the 3rd case. Hooray! We won. 1-0. Congratulate me, Susato. Thank you. Oh boy. Listen, we probably might have... Well... Okay, buddy, listen, you gotta... It's all about framing. It's all about the paradigm through which you're viewing this, right? You're all hung up on, we have to find the truth and uncover the truth. If you want to find and uncover the truth so damn much, go be a fucking detective. Be a private detective, not a cop. Go be a fucking private eye, right? Go be Columbo. Actually, I think Columbo was a cop. Go be Dick Tracy. Actually, I think at some point Dick Tracy was a cop. Go be Benoit Blanc. Or I've never actually seen any of the Knives Out movies. Is Benoit Blanc a cop? I don't think Benoit Blanc is a cop. Go be Benoit Blanc if you want to be obsessed with finding the truth, no matter what, right? Yeah, Benoit Blanc's not a cop. Go be Benoit Blanc if you want to find the truth. Your job as a defense attorney is not to find the truth. Your job as a defense attorney is to find holes in the prosecution's case, such as, perhaps, the fact that they have horrible flaws in their evidence handling protocols. Your job is to make the prosecution prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that your guy did it. And if they can't do it, they can't do it. And it is your job to make sure that only the definitely guiltiest motherfucking otherfuckers get sent to prison. That is your job. So it is immaterial to you, aside from maybe selection of clientele, because you're not a public defender, although in this instance you were functionally acting as one. But going forward, it is not your job to figure out who done it. It is your job to make sure that the prosecution knows for a fact that your guy did it and can prove it. And the prosecution, in this instance, clearly couldn't fucking prove it. You did not fail. Van Zykes failed. Yeah, we don't even know. I mean, that's kind of true. That's kind of true. Hold on. Is the moral of this defense attorney game that defense attorneys are scumbags? 'Cause that seems like a bad moral to me. Hi, Magnus. Is this the part where we reveal that she's on your payroll? 'Cause, well, if she's on your payroll, that would be, They do let off fireworks when someone's not guilty. I wonder what their pyro budget is. Ryu, buddy, you got an acquittal. You don't have to. Okay. Planning. Well, at least he's not definitely declaring to our face that he intends to murder us. That's something. Hey, Magnus. Did you, between you and me. Yeah, between you and me. Yeah, you, me, and God and all that. Did you kill that? Did you kill the guy? You can tell me. I'm not a cop. Yeah, they can... They can't try you again for it. Don't say they'll find the real killers. Don't say they'll find the real killers. Okay. I mean, everybody pays taxes, so... Oh, boy. Okay. Buddy, he's rich. Magnus. Ryu. Okay, so that's 3. Uh-oh. Yes. I'm sorry. Changes to the schedule. Are we gonna have to defend Bruce Fairplay and Lady First against the horrible accusations of murder laid by one Magnus McGilded? Oh. That seems like a thing that shouldn't be allowed, but okay. Well, it's true. You're under no obligation. You are not under arrest. You are a free man. Free to go wherever. Okay. Not necessarily sure that I love that. You know, I feel as though I might know a certain British detective who might want to poke his eye in on this. But you know, we'll get to that. Ryu, if you're so obsessed with finding the truth, go back into that courtroom and make sure he doesn't profane it, please. Also, oh hi. Oh, don't with the. Okay. Yeah, it took a minute. That's a weapon. Excuse me, officer. Would either one of the cops standing approximately 9.5 feet away from this chick like to put? She's brandishing a firearm in my face. I'm all threatened, like. No? Oh, you hate all grown-ups. Okay. Well, that's bad. Sorry. Ah! What the fuck is that? Oh no. Oh no. This girl has like 9 too many design elements to just be a rando. Oh no. Oh, this girl has a very distinctive hairstyle. And color. And an accessory. And 2 more accessories. And a special theme song. And it occurs to me that she's on the cover art. Oh no. Oh no. Why do you have an experimental smoke grenade launcher, little girl? Why do you have a steampunk bazooka, little girl? Oh no. Oh no. Oh. If her name is Pink Hair McPearlfay, I'm turning off the video game. You're the inventor. Okay. Trying to remember that. If this is Enola Sholmes, it could be Enola Sholmes. That's possible. White, white, and more white. Could at least be a pretty color. Okay. Yeah, people don't have to be shrouded in smoke. It's not... Okay. Telegraphic beacon. You telling me there's something on that thing that's sending Morse code to you? Hold on. Back to my laboratory. Gina, do you know this girl? You're being awfully cooperative if you don't. Oh boy. She hates adults. Okay. 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 I also don't want to get shot by that massive gun of yours. Listen, if this character disappears and we never know her name, the world will be better for it. Okay. Goodbye forever. On to the next case. Right? Goodbye forever. On to the next case. Hold on. I thought we were gonna go to the courtroom and make sure that Magnus wasn't tampering with evidence or buying cops off, or okay. Well, all right. Well, then go find a hotel. Go find a hotel or crash on the couch. Crash on the... Yeah, she definitely won't be important to anything in the future. It's absolutely just a weird thing that she has 4 distinct design elements we haven't seen on anyone else in the game, and a series of question marks for a name, and her own music, and a place on the box art. It's fine. It's totally fine. You've heard of a lovely park. I've heard of McGill Park. I hear it's wonderful. I hear it's lovely. Our youthfulness will see us through. I don't think you're correct. Yeah, I think you're correct about that. Yeah, no, okay. 1,000 guineas would be nice to have. You know, you should go track him down and see if he'll pay you the other 997. No? The trial to determine my worthiness was over. Okay. There were more trying times ahead. Oh boy. The case was far from over. Magnus, are you gonna go on trial again? Because I think there are double jeopardy laws against that. Ah, cutscene!
What's going on?
Get the fire brigade! Water! Bring water!
How did this happen?
I fucking destroyed it!
Already engulfed. No one was supposed to be allowed in here before we started investigating.
He fucking burned it down!
No. Oh, good God.
Wait, is there someone in there?
There's someone in there.
Your Honor, there's a fire in your courtroom.
This can't be.
Oh boy. Vampire Man, stay away. Fire is very bad for you. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss an upload. And if you want to catch the streams live, go to twitch.tv/the_Goog. The stream schedule is on screen now.